was mine till I met you. I was breathing but not alive. All my failures I tried to hide. It was mine till I met you. You called my name and I ran out of that place, out of the dark into your glorious day. You called my name and I ran out of that place, out of the darkness into your glorious day. Now your mercy has saved my soul. Now your freedom is all that I know. The old made new, Jesus, when I met you. Guys, ready? You called my name, and I ran out of that out of the darkness into your glorious day. You called my name, and I ran out of that grave, out of the darkness into your glorious day. All right, this next part, once we get to the end, I want you to jump with all you've got. All right, can you guys do that? I needed rescue, my sin was heavy. My chains break at the weight of your glory. I needed shelter, I wasn't orphan. Now you call me citizen of heaven. When I was broken, you were my healing. Now your love is the air that I'm breathing. The future, my eyes are open, 'cause when you call my name, you guys ready? And out of that grave, out of the darkness into your glorious day. You called my name, and I ran out of that grave, out of the darkness into your glorious day. 1, 2, 3, go! Woo! What's up, Saturday night? How are you guys? Woo! So excited. Do you guys know that this weekend is Father's Day? So remember, tell your dads tomorrow, Happy Father's Day. All right, guys, we are so excited that you're here. You guys can go ahead and have a seat, actually, and we'll get into some announcements. Whoa, what is happening? You guys, oh my gosh.
Are you ready? Ready for the greatest announcement Midpoint has given all year? We've got something coming up this summer. Take this, take one. Take one now. Do it,
Who is
quick,
this
quick.
guy?
Hurry, take one. Nice, good. Yes, everybody.
Oh, John, what's up?
What is up,
Woo!
everyone?
What is going on, John?
We've got an announcement to make, Laura.
Tell me about it. What are you
We
wearing?
got Summer Peak coming up. is here. Who here's been to Summer Peak?
Woo!
Yes.
So excited.
It's gonna be so fun,
You
Laura.
scared me. I didn't know what was going on for a minute.
We had to make it big. We
Yeah.
had to make it bold.
Yeah.
Because Summer Peak registration opens on Monday.
Monday.
Yes, it's gonna be so much fun. The dates, guys, the dates are right at the end of the summer, August 23rd, 24th, and 25th. We got our rising
Sweet.
5th graders, and then we got
Oh.
our current 6th graders, 7th, and 8th graders. You guys, it's gonna be so
Are
awesome.
you guys excited?
Yes.
Thanks, John.
Can't wait. So
I almost forgot about it.
I know, it's gonna be awesome. So we'll
Sweet.
see you guys at the end of the summer. We got games, worship, teaching, all of it.
Pumped. I'm so pumped.
See y'all.
Thanks, John. Love your outfit.
Here, take one of these. Take one. Take one. Take one. Quick, quick. Here.
Final countdown, you guys. It's coming.
Quick. Take one and pass it. Go, go.
Oh, yeah. I like those moves. Doing good. Awesome. Okay, guys. That is awesome. So excited. Registration, like he said, opens up Monday, June 17th. So get on there. If you want to get your free t-shirt, you got to register soon. So we'll get that going. All right, guys, let's go into week 3 of our worship series.
All right, you all, I want you to fill in the blank to this sentence, okay? So just yell out what you think it is, just go for it right away. But I want candy. Okay, all right, keep coming. I want what? What else do you guys want? What else do you guys want? More video games. Money. Swimming? Skiing. Pokemon cards. What else do you guys want? What else do you want? Toys. Jesus? Oh. Jesus in Spanish. Spanish Jesus. Health on the whole earth. Okay, now we're getting a little more, we're dreaming big. Okay, here's a few things I want in my life, okay, and I have wanted in my life. I want to race bikes. And when I race bikes, guess what I want to do? I want to win. I want to win. I want to win. I want to be faster than all the other dudes out there. And guys, I can't tell you how much mental space and like dreaming and amount of time I've spent thinking about that type of thing. I want to race. I want to be faster than everyone else. Another thing I always wanted was to be really good at math. I know that might sound weird to you guys. Some of you are like, ew. Who's ew, math? Hate math. Who hates math? Okay, but some of you guys might be like me and you're like, hey, getting 100% on a math test feels awesome. And I want that because when I do good at math, I feel really smart. Guys, Jesus really convicted me this week when I read this in Matthew chapter 6. He says this, where your treasure is. You guys remember if it's yellow, you're supposed to read it. Sorry, I didn't warn you. I didn't warn you. Where your treasure is, there the desires of your heart will be also. Whatever you treasure, whatever you want, is where your heart's gonna be. What? So I was like, oh man, what do I really want? What do I really want the most? And I got this picture in my head of a slinky. And you guys like slinkies? All right, so when one end of a slinky goes one way, what happens to the other end? It follows it, right? So when I put one, all right, I can't hold it in any longer. I've got a really cool illustration with this, but I saw a really funny video, a clip from a movie that John told me about this week, and I just had to show you guys because it's so funny with a slinky. Let's watch it.
I'll meet you at the bottom. There's still one more thing I must do before I go. It's incredible! It's
Everyone loves a Slinky. You gotta get a Slinky, Slinky, Slinky. Go, Slinky, go!
Oh, man! Can you believe it? It was right there. Can I do it one more time? Please forgive me.
Everyone loves a Slinky. Everyone. Okay, sorry. That might just be me. Did you guys think that was funny? Oh my gosh. So the Slinky follows itself. All right. I need a 5th grader to come up here if you're a little bold, okay? And if you're okay if the Slinky taps you. Hey, come on up, bud. Come on up. All right. So this is one of my things that I've wanted, okay? Can you guys all read that? It says math, okay? On the back it says 1 + 1. What's the answer? Hey, you guys are smart. You guys are smart. All right. So I want you to take this and walk that way, okay? All right. Stop right there, right there. That's perfect. Okay. I want math. That's where my treasure is. Where's my heart going to also be? At math. So when I let go, my heart's going to follow my treasure. All right, like turn to the side and kind of protect yourself. Yeah, there you go. There you go. All right, that didn't really hurt or anything. But it follows, right? Okay, all right, here, I can take that back from you. I can take that back. You probably don't want to hold that because this is a weird contraption, right? Okay, thank you, thank you. All right, another thing I've wanted in my life I told you guys about was racing bikes. All right, who wants to help hold up a bike? All right, let's go right over here. Holden's got one. Okay, I'm coming down here. Here, bike's coming up. This is my bike. This is my bike that I want to race. I brought it in for you guys. All right, so yeah, hold that there. Okay. All right, so I want to ride my bike, and I want to ride it really fast. I want to beat people, right? Holden, if that's what I'm wanting, what's going to happen? Where's my heart going to be? At the bike. Are you sure? Is this where this is going to go if I let go? Sure? It's not going to go that way? It's not going to go to God? It's going to go to the bike? Okay. All right, John, come on back up and grab the bike. That's what happens. See, guys, I was always looking at how I graded out against other people. I wanted to be better. I still want to be better. I wanted to be the best at math. I wanted to be the fastest bike rider because that's where my heart was. Guys, I wanted it so bad. I worked so hard. You guys remember what we talked about last week? We worship what we not do. Worship what we fear. We worship what we fear. This week we're talking about we worship what we want. You see, the first thing that goes through our minds is our fears. Our fears determine what we worship. But then right after that, our desires and our wants determine what we worship the second most. You see, guys, this doesn't seem too hard to understand. You guys are tracking with me. But then why do we worship so many other things and want so many other things more than God? Why? Why do we dream about swimming and Pokemon cards and candy and bike racing and math scores and tests? Why? Why do we dream about those and want those sometimes more than God? Why do they come right to the front of our mind? Well, I think I have a few answers for you guys, okay? As humans, we need and want a few things a lot because we don't like pain. Would you guys agree? We hate pain. We hate when things hurt. We hate when it hurts. So we do a lot of things in our life to avoid pain because we hate it. The first thing is we pursue comfort. We pursue comfort and security. We like feeling comfortable. The second thing we do is we pursue status. Like this is like who's popular. You guys know what I'm talking about? Who's popular? Who's the most popular? Who's the cutest? Who's the strongest? Who has the biggest muscles? Who looks the best? Who's the smartest? Who's the fastest? We look at status, and status is all comparative. The third thing we do is we pursue fun. We just want to do whatever's the most fun. I want whatever's fun. God, I just want whatever's fun. Give me stuff that's fun. I'm going to do crazy stuff. And you just pursue fun and hanging out all the time. The last thing is a pain-free life. Okay? pain-free life. Here's the truth, guys. What we desire, what we want, determines our action. Just like last week how we talked about what we fear determines our action, what we desire determines our action. If you guys you desire comfort and security, you guys want to know a few things of what you're going to do in your life? I'll give you a list, but you probably have a lot of them in your mind too. If you desire comfort and security, you're going to make a priority having money. You're going to make sure you're protected. You're going to make sure you have a home. You're going to make sure you have insurance. You're going to make sure you have a good doctor. You're going to make sure you have an alarm system at your house. You're going to make sure you have guards at your school to keep you safe. You're going to make sure and do everything you can to make sure that your best friends will never leave you. If you want comfort and security, it determines your action. Second, if you want status, if you want to be popular, do you guys think that's going to determine your actions? Yeah, exactly, it will. Okay, so if you want to be better than other people, you're going to practice more than other people. If you want to look cool, you're going to try to wear the right clothes. You guys know what I'm talking about? You're going to try to wear the right clothes. You know, some of you, we might wear more makeup to try to look a little bit better. We might work out a little bit more to try to get bigger muscles because we care about status. What we desire determines our action. If we want to just have fun, if that's our desire, if our desire is fun, yell out a few things that you guys would do for fun. What would you do? If you desire fun, what would you go do? Drive away. What? Video games? What? That was good. I'm thinking like hanging out, bowling, snowboarding, going out to eat, going to Rockies games. If you desire to have fun, you're going to go have fun, aren't you? You're going to go have fun. If you want to live a pain-free life, if that is your desire, you're going to avoid some hard conversations. You're going to avoid hard conversations, aren't you? You're also probably not going to apologize if you were wrong, because apologizing might make you look weak. You're going to avoid discipline. You might not practice hard. You might become complacent if you want to avoid a pain-free life. You see, desire determines our actions. You guys, you got to hear me when I say this, okay? Desire also determines our worship. Desire determines our worship. Become a scientist, become an investigator. Trace what you desire to find what you worship. Trace what you think about wanting the most to find what you worship. You guys remember I introduced you to the story of Job last week. If you missed that, I'm going to fill you in like the super, super lightning quick version of the story of Job. Job loved God. He feared God. Job wanted God more than anything. Job was the wealthiest man, most popular man in the whole land. And then, guess what happened? He lost everything. Thousands of sheep and camel, all of his sons and daughters. Lost everything. And all he had left was a few friends. He got really sick. And then his friends started telling him how bad he was and everything that he did that was wrong. He lost his friends then too. He didn't even have his friends' support anymore. So then this is what Job did. What would you guys do in this situation? 8th grader guys, what would you guys do in this situation? You would sleep. Okay, yeah, kind of. I mean, he starts saying to God, I don't want to do this anymore. Yeah, go ahead. Worship. He wants to worship, but he's having a hard time doing it because he doesn't even have his health. He doesn't have anything. He wants to give everything to God, but he doesn't get it. So he starts talking to God and he says, God, why are you doing this? Why? I don't even get it. And he starts getting mad at God. And he says, God, I've only worshiped you. I've feared you only. Why is this all happening? God answers Job. And I want you guys to imagine that you were hearing God say some of these kind of things to you. When some things were going on in your life and you didn't get it. You didn't understand why God was allowing this to happen, why God was allowing bad things to happen, sickness to happen, people getting hurt to happen, people dying to happen. God challenges Job, and he says, I'm just going to read a few things, okay? The Lord answered Job from the whirlwind. This is in Job 38. Who is it that questions my wisdom with such ignorant words? Brace yourself like a man, because I have some questions for you and you must answer them. Can you guys imagine God saying that to you? Brace yourself, I have some questions. What? Where were you? These are his questions. Where were you when I laid the foundations of the earth? Tell me if you know so much. Who determined its dimensions? Who supports its foundations? Who put the stars together and holds them all together? Who put the sea, the oceans, inside their boundaries and holds them there? Who says that the waves must stop? Job, have you ever commanded the morning to appear and caused the dawn to arise? Have you ever made daylight spread to the ends of the earth? Do you guys see what God's doing? He's saying, Job, I made everything. Job, I made everything. I'm in charge of everything. You don't know, Job, but I do. You don't know, Job, but I do. I made everything. God goes on for like 4 chapters saying the same kind of things. And guys, Job has the best response that I could imagine, okay? And we're going to read this together. This is at the very end of Job chapter 41. Job says this. Job replied to the Lord. You guys are going to read the yellow parts, okay? Job replied to the Lord, I know that. All right, let's try that again. 8th graders, I need a lot more participation from you over here, okay? Then Job replied to the Lord, I know that can do anything, and no one can stop. Okay, next one, you got the first word here. That's good. You asked, who is it that questions my wisdom with such ignorance? Job says, it is I, and I was talking about things that I knew nothing about. I was questioning you, and I knew nothing about it. Things that were far too wonderful for me. Next one, you have the first word. Said, listen and I will speak. I have some questions for you, and you must answer them. Then Job says this, I had only heard about before, but now I have seen with my own eyes, and I take back everything I said. Let's say that one more time. I take back everything I said, and I sit in dust and ashes to show my repentance. Guys, you know what Job realizes here? He realizes that he was wanting other things more than God. And then God challenged him and he said, God, I want you. I want you first. Take back your throne. I apologize for everything that I said. Now that I've heard you and now that I've seen you, I realize that you're worth everything. I want you. Guys, here you go. You got to remember this, okay? Your wants turn into desires. Desires are a little deeper than a want. I wanted to be good at math, but my desire was to look good to everybody else. I wanted to be fast on my bike, but I really just wanted to beat everybody so people think I was awesome. My desire was so that people would think I was awesome. And then my desire, look up here, your desire turns into a hunger. And a hunger is like insatiable. Like it's so strong. A want turns into a desire, which turns into a hunger. Y'all, I got a big question for you tonight. Here you go. Are you ready for the big question? Are you hungry for his agenda or yours? Or collectively, we can say, are we hungry for his agenda or ours? What are you the most hungry for? Y'all, God's ways are so far above my ways. I don't know about you, but I would guess it's probably the same for you. Whether everything's going great for me, or my dreams are coming true, or everyone likes me or not, that is not reflective of God's goodness or his power. I used to think that, God, if this stuff was going for me, then you're good. If I'm winning races, then you're good. No, my performance has nothing to do with his goodness. And I wanted other things more than him. Y'all, he's in control. And I know now that I just want to be with him. I want to bow down to him. I want to worship him only. I want to want him only. I want to desire him only. I want to hunger after him only. And I want that for you tonight. So I got to show you guys this. I kind of put together something pretty cool here. So watch me. I'm going back here. But I had this picture of a slinky, right? I want you guys to catch this, okay? I've got another slinky here. God says, my heart will go after the treasure. Whatever I treasure, there my heart will also be. Guys, I'm telling you, God's my treasure. It's changed my life completely. And I still want other things, don't get me wrong. But God calls me out on it all the time. And I get to go back to him and say, God, actually, I want you more than I want to be popular. And I pull my slinky and I attach it to him at the cross. And I let go. And I say, God, my treasure is you. You guys, we're going to do an exercise. You're going to make an exchange. Some of you who were here last week, you made an exchange with God. You said, God, I've feared things more than you. And I want to fear you the most. I want to be in awe of you the most. This week, you're going to, right now, start praying. Holy Spirit, pray to Holy Spirit. What do you want? What do you desire? What do you hunger for more than God? Okay? There's going to be a bunch of cards. John and Laura are putting them down right now. There's going to be a bunch of cards on the floor that say God on them. And there's index cards with pencils on the table that you can go up to and write the thing that you want. And you're going to make an exchange. You're going to take that card and you're going to throw that on the floor. And then you're going to pick up a card that says God from the floor and you're going to elevate it and put it on the table. Do you guys see that exchange? Now, I want you to be very careful. This is not something that you think you should want more than God. Or that you should give up because you should want God more. This isn't a should kind of thing. Do this if you want to make this exchange. Like, God, I've wanted this particular thing more than you, and I'm done. I'm done with that. And God, I'm going to put you on your throne. And I'm going to stop wanting these other things and hungering and desiring for these other things more than you. I'm going to put you back to where you belong, God. This is an action like that means something. This isn't like you should do it. Like you're committing to this, okay? And this is how we're going to finish. I've got a verse here up on the screen. And Tabby and the band are going to play a song for you guys, and you're going to get to respond for that. But do you guys see the top thing? It says, God, please give me new hunger for you. That's going to be your prayer. It's going to be your prayer as you're praying and saying, God, what's the thing I want more than you? And I want to get rid of that. And then here's our verse. John 6:35 says, Jesus said this, I'm the bread of life. Whoever comes to me will never be hungry again. Whoever believes in me will never be thirsty. Why? Because he satisfies all of your hunger. You guys ready to make some exchanges? All right, I'm going to pray for you. And then we're going to do this. We're going to do this. Everyone, bow your heads. Close your eyes. Jesus, we love you. We adore you. God, we want to make you number one. We want to give you your throne back, God. And Holy Spirit, right now, I just pray that you talk to every student in the room and you tell them what they've wanted more than you. And you give them the courage to come up and say, God, this is over in my life. I'm choosing you. I'm putting you first. I'm going to make this exchange and it's going to mean something in my life, and my life will be different from this day forward. I just pray you give them that courage right now in your name, Jesus. I pray. Amen.
I feel it in my bones are about to move. I feel it in the wind you're about to ride in. You said that you would pour your spirit out. You said that you would fall on sons and daughters. those words, I just want you to declare it. Can you guys do that? So come and blow on through. Spirit move. We're ready for you. So come and blow on through. Come and do what only you can do. So come and blow on through. Spirit move. We're ready for you. So come and blow on through. Spirit So guys, this next song that we're going to sing is called Throne Room, and it's all about giving up whatever you have, whatever you've elevated above God, you're giving that up to God. And I just want you guys to picture while we're singing this song a throne room, and Jesus is sitting on that throne like a golden chair, and you're just laying down in front of him and you're singing, holy, holy are you, God, and I'm giving everything that I've put above you, I'm giving it to you, and I'm laying it at your feet. So if you need to kneel, if you need to lay down flat on your face on the ground, if you just want to sit there and look above and just glorify God, I want you guys to do that and feel no barriers to do that. All right? Dream after dream, you are speaking to me, breathing word after word of kingdom come. Here at your feet, I can see the unseen. Truly, one look at you, and I'm undone. I run to the throne room. I run to the
right, guys. Can you guys find your small group? Find your small group. Stay up here, though. Stay up here. Find your small group. Find your small group. If you're a 6th grade girl, you're going to be with Laura today. I think I just saw her. Anyway, or hang with Zoe for right now. Okay? All right, 6th grade girls. John, you can help them figure that out. I just saw Laura. Did any of you guys did you see God on his throne? Did you guys see God on his throne? Kids, did you guys see that? As you're singing that song, and you're putting him back up. You're saying, God, these things, look at these papers you guys threw on the ground. Like, you've wanted them. And now you've said that you want God more than that. If you made an exchange today with God, I want you to raise both your hands and go, "Wow!" right now. Guys, I can't even tell you how happy God is right now. He's just so happy. He has your heart. That's all he wants is your heart. And you've given it to him you've given him another piece tonight. Couldn't be more proud of you guys. Now what I want you guys to do in your small group, okay? You're about to have your small group, and you guys who have been coming here, you know we've been doing this, but somebody in your group, this might be you tonight, and you know that you need to give your life to Jesus tonight. You never have. You have not said, "God, you're the God of my life. I commit my life to you." You haven't chosen to follow Jesus over everything else. You've never done that in your life before. You've never prayed the prayer to receive your salvation. And you realize it today. You realize it, that today's your day. Tonight's your night, and you need to do that. And you're going to have a chance to pray that prayer with your small group leader in your group. But what we do first is we're going to have you guys in your group, and I'm going to count to 3 and see if that is you. If that's you tonight, you're going to raise your hand. And all our eyes are going to be open. We're just going to be looking around because this is a celebration here at Midpoint. When anyone gives their life to Jesus, it's a celebration. And if you raise your hand, your small group is going to go nuts. Wow! And we're going to celebrate with you if tonight is your night where you give your life to Jesus for the first time. So go ahead and look at your small group. Circle up, huddle up. Circle up, huddle up. And I'm going to count to 3. And if you know, if Holy Spirit's knocking on your heart right now and you know this is your night, you're going to raise your hand. Okay, you guys ready? All right, raise your hand on 3. 1, 2, 3. If it's your night. Woo-hoo. Anybody else? That's awesome. Woo! Anybody else? Anybody on this side of the room? Okay, I can't see any other hands. Okay, that's awesome. We're going to go into our small group time right now. You guys' group, you're going to get to pray a prayer. It's going to be amazing. Welcome to God's family. Woo! All right, go to your small groups. Go to your small groups. You got about 15 minutes. That's all I can say. I don't have anything else to say.